Is Amazon FBA worth doing full-time? This question was asked on Quora. These are the top voted answers by real users.
Well, I'd say yes and no. My wife and I have been selling products on Amazon for a little over 1 year now, and we've been able to quit our full-time jobs because of it. With this being said, I would not recommend quitting your job and selling products on Amazon full-time. Not until your income outside of Amazon can cover at least your minimum monthly expenses. Both my wife and I are making significantly more per hour that we invest into our Amazon business than we were at our previous jobs. But if all of our income was reliant on Amazon alone and something were to happen, like our account getting shut down, then our only source of income would get turned off immediately. Yikes. Don't get me wrong, selling products on Amazon is a fantastic opportunity. But just like you wouldn't put all of your money towards one stock in the market, I don't recommend putting all of your eggs in the Amazon basket alone. Build an audience via email list, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, etc. And sell on other platforms like eBay, Walmart, Shopify, and Etsy. Don't quit your job until the income you're generating outside of Amazon can at least sustain your monthly expenses, and your total income per hour worked is greater than your current position.
My answer would be yes, but with a caveat. The real answer depends on your situation. If you're scraping by week to week and don't have any capital to start up with, then it's a no. There's a very small chance you're going to be profitable from the get-go, so you need to be prepared for some time when more money is going out than is coming in. So why did I say yes? These days, Amazon FBA is not really worth doing, unless you're doing it full-time or close to it. A few years ago, it was easier to do as a side hustle. You just had to source a few products, send them to Amazon, and make a bit of passive income. These days, Amazon FBA needs to be treated as a proper business. You need to come up with a profitable niche, a few solid product ideas, and stress over every detail of your product listing. You need to buy sponsored ads, work on external marketing to build an audience, and even more. You're not going to make headway against the competition if you're only working on it an hour here and there. I would not suggest jumping straight in. Have a backup plan or a day job that you can do while you start researching. If it doesn't work out, go back to plan B. If you do start to see success, you'll need to put the time into your new business if it's going to work out. Just be prepared to essentially work 2 jobs for a little while until your products start to gain traction and turn a profit. Regular businesses often take 2 to 3 years before they become profitable. Think of your FBA business more like that than an investment that starts paying dividends right away.
Nobody can answer this for you, except you. You can replace Amazon FBA with darn near anything you want. Things like getting an MBA, opening an ice cream shop, becoming an e-commerce consultant, or even basket weaving. The answer is the same. You get out what you put in terms of sweat, time, and focus. I would start by reading some of the answers to the literal hundreds of other Quora questions on this topic, and go from there.
I don't think this can be answered abstractly. For some folks, FBA full-time can be the best deal of their lives. Others may go bankrupt by doing it. You have to find out if this will work for you. One way to do it is to put a system in place where you track every penny. Then you will see how much profit there is for the item or type of items you are selling. But do not forget those Amazon storage fees. They just got more expensive and will go up again soon. Also the refund handling fees and the removal fees to send your items that are not selling quickly back home to you. Sometimes it's the same product that you were recommended to send into FBA just a month ago. The issue is not revenue but profit. You can track it with software, Excel, a notebook, or whatever works for you. You must do it consistently. This is how I see it. I'd be interested in knowing some more about what works for other people.
It is not the way you choose to sell that matters. Whether you do FBA, drop shipping, or if you ship it yourself. What you are selling is the biggest issue. Find an item you can sell in volume and still make a profit. It doesn't matter how you sell it.
The COVID-19 pandemic should be a red flag to anyone who has all their eggs in Amazon's basket. It's their playground and they can change the rules at a minute's notice. Sadly, several FBA sellers have suffered because of the pandemic and may never recover. They can't sell their stock, they can't ship more in, and they can't get their cash out. They're stuck in complete limbo. My advice would be to build a brand on your own website, as well as selling via Amazon. Spread the risk. Amazon remains an amazing opportunity to scale your startup business really quickly, but it should be one of several ways to monetize your business. If you have your own website with traffic, then you can monetize with ads and sell goods on it. YouTube is another way of getting ranked on Google with the ability to monetize. Patience is key. It's not going to happen overnight, but if you have a plan and stick to it, you'll be in a much better place to stand the test of time.
So why do we prefer lead gen over Amazon FBA?
It's not slow and steady wins the race. It's consistency wins the race, and consistency has no speedometer on it. Consistency is, I'm going to do this every day, and I'm going to consistently do it this fast. And if I can go this fast tomorrow, great. But I'm going to consistently do something. Slow is a good way to go broke. Slow is a good way to be under someone's hand for the rest of your life. Slow is a good way to be manipulated and controlled by a corporation or by a boss or by a company. That's what slow is.
Another thing I wanted to add about Amazon FBA is that you have to launch more than one product and continually launch new products, because the competition has gone up so much since like 3-4 years ago. Now distributors and suppliers are doing FBA. So let's say you find a winning product, but a distributor comes in and copies what you've done and prices you out of the market. Next thing you know, you're out of business. So the key is to continually launch, and it's just a lot of work involved in that a lot of gurus don't want to talk about. So keep that in mind. It's still a great opportunity, but I still like other business models, like the local lead gen model, where we build and rank simple websites in the Google local search, generate a lead for a small business owner, and we make money, right? We don't have to deal with physical products, which is nice. We don't have to deal with manufacturers. We just own our websites, generate leads, and local search is a lot less competitive than the global search of Amazon, where you're having to compete with these big companies that have way more advantages than people like me or you. I have an article linked in the description where I compare more in detail about Amazon FBA and this local lead gen business model. It may or may not be a better fit for you. So yeah, take a look at that article.